Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Wednesday, it's time for your quick Disney Plus news update, where I'm going to be talking about the Indiana Jones Disney Plus series, also be giving an update on Doctor Strange and much more. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Okay, so let's kick things off talking about Indiana Jones, because obviously the film is in cinemas right now and it is doing pretty well. It's brought in a lot of money, not as much as it needed to, but a lot of people enjoying it, including myself. And there has been reports over the last year that Disney has been looking into creating a brand new series, which is kind of like a prequel to Indiana Jones, and it wasn't actually going to star Indiana Jones in it. Instead, the show would focus on a young Edna Ravenhood, who is actually Marion Ravenwood's father, who is Indiana Jones's wife at some points during the franchise. And it was reported that this new series was going to be put together with the creative people behind Dial of Destiny. However, it doesn't look like this series might be going ahead, because during a recent interview on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny director James Mangold actually gave an update saying, "I looked at what they're developing for the show, but I think it was purely speculative in terms of whether that show was actually going to happen." He also added, "But it has nothing to do with Indiana Jones. It was in the world, but it was not." And I think that is a key thing here. This series was very much kind of part of the Indiana Jones sort of universe, but not necessarily featuring Indiana Jones. Catherine Kennedy has spoken about it as well in the past, talking about they were kind of developing something, which is not a huge surprise. I mean, I would expect them to be at least be considering it and looking into it. Harrison Ford has also said in some interviews while promoting the new film that he's directly not involved in it. So it definitely looks to me like this show is kind of gone and it's not really moving forward. As I said, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they did move forward with an Indiana Jones series at some point, maybe in the future, but maybe right now, with the film not doing as well as we'd like to do at the box office, it might not be the exact time to do it, and maybe we need to hold off a little bit. And if they're going to do an Indiana Jones series, do Indiana Jones series rather than some guy we've never heard of and happens to be the father. It's a bit of a stretch. I think, let's be honest, we want an Indiana Jones. We have to be Indiana Jones, but that's me. I think they should probably hold off on doing this for a while. But let me know what you think. Would you like to see a Indiana Jones series on Disney Plus? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. One of last year's biggest box office hits was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which you can watch on Disney Plus right now. At the end of the film, there was a post-credit scene which kind of set up a future film, and it looks like something's going to be happening pretty soon, because over the weekend, Benedict Cumberbatch actually appeared on the JW Free Speaker series and revealed that he would love to do another one and that he would be returning soon. He went on to say there are some Marvel capers in the making next year. Now, it's unclear exactly what project he is talking about, whether or not this is Doctor Strange 3 or whether he's working on maybe one of the Avengers movie like Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars, or maybe if he's just going to be making like a special appearance in like Blade or Deadpool 3 or something like that. Who knows what he's in. But obviously it looks like he is going to be getting back and putting his cape back on and getting into the role of Doctor Strange, which I think is good. I really enjoy the character, and I think it's a great way of interconnecting like with different stories and stuff. I thought that worked really well with No Way Home and also with Thor Ragnarok. But yeah, so it looks like he's going to be jumping in soon. But yeah, it might not even be something that maybe Disney hasn't even announced yet. But let me know, would you like to see more of Doctor Strange in the MCU? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, let's talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. So obviously the big new release is a brand new episode of Secret Invasion, but I want to get into that in a little bit. Also today, released around the world was a new South African short series called Mazie Moto Generation Fire. So this one all has like a science fiction theme. Really, I cannot recommend these enough. Please go check them out. Give them a go. If you like one, watch more. If you didn't maybe like the first one, jump onto something else. My personal suggestion for a first one to watch would be maybe Herder Boy. I really enjoyed that one a lot. Lots of great stories, something unique, something a bit different stories. And yeah, I really enjoyed this set of shorts. This is what we need more of on Disney Plus. Different stories being told. Yeah, I cannot recommend this one enough to go check it out on Disney Plus. I wouldn't maybe say watch all 10 of them back to back, but if you love them, well, why not? But maybe just do a couple and then do the rest at some other point. But definitely recommend you check out this series of shorts. It is a fantastic one. Some other new releases in the UK, we got Pupstruction. While in Canada, they got America's National Parks and the Secrets of Hillsong. While in Australia and New Zealand, they got Haley's on It, Saturdays and Schooled. That is an addition to the finale of the Australian series, The Clearing. I'm about halfway through, maybe about episode 5 or 6. I kind of fell a little bit behind. I'm really enjoying this series. You can find it on Hulu in the United States. But if you're after something a little bit kind of drama, and there's not a huge amount on right now, I would definitely recommend checking out The Clearing. I think it's pretty cool. Got big cast in it, got Guy Pearce in there, so I would definitely give that one a go. So as today we did get a new episode of Secret Invasion, so this is the 3rd episode, so I'm going to go into some review of it now. I'll try and stay off spoilers, but there might be a few in there. I think this was a really solid episode. Had a kind of little bit of tricks being played on who's who. Got to really see a lot more of what's maybe going on with Nick Fury and his wife, and something's not quite right there. More of the relationship between Talos and Nick Fury, which is great. Got to see Gaia as well, looking great, and I really enjoying sort of the villainous of this all, and it just coming together in this. Sets up some bits and pieces. Great as well to see a load of this stuff set in the UK. But overall, yeah, I thought this was a real solid episode. It's very much more about getting stuff sorted, not really very action packed. I mean, there was some like shootings and some fightings and stuff, and a fantastic moment. Like in a catering, like in a cafe, where suddenly everyone just turns up and stands up and becomes Malik. I really enjoyed it. I thought this one was really good. But yeah, so you can check that one out on Disney Plus now. But let me know what you thought of the latest episode of Secret Invasion in the comments below. Brendan asked in our comment of the day, how much longer do you think the Disney Channel will be going in the US? It has been removed from here in Australia and other international countries for a few years now. So it's kind of interesting, like with like the Disney Channel. I don't necessarily think they should be in a rush to close it down if they are still having people watch it, and I think it's still going to reach a certain audience, and as long as they are still making money on that channel, they should carry on doing it. Now, whether or not they need free channels anymore, personally, you know, I might look at it and go like, do we need Disney XD to maybe just be like rebranded to like Disney Channel Plus One, or you know, just close that one down, maybe merge it with Freeform and kind of sort that out another way, or sort of consolidate some of the channels down. That might be something. But ultimately, as long as Disney is still making money on that linear channel, they should try and still keep it going. Now, I do think they should shut down the Disney Now app and kind of consolidate a little bit and get you know, just offering the one system, and so they just sort things out a little bit. A little consolidation makes that a little bit better. But ultimately, there are consumers that are watching Disney stuff on linear that haven't got Disney Plus, and I don't think they should necessarily be fully cut off just yet. I don't think that's really worked anyway in terms of what they've been doing. But yeah, I don't think it's going to last too much longer, and I definitely feel like with kids content, they have been much faster to shift over to streaming, much faster than like some of the older generations. And yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it didn't survive a little bit beyond that, but it might just go down to like Disney Channel and Disney Junior, and I think it will probably go for a while, but it might not get necessarily all the premieres, and it will just be like a rehab. It makes sense for them to do something like that while it's still profitable. I think once it doesn't make any money anymore, then it's time to let it go. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think they should get rid of the Disney Channel? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Go check us out over at what's on at disneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.